And mental health has been a big struggle for a lot of people during the pandemic.
And September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and this year it's more important than ever and to have that open conversation about it.
They say their daughter took her own life after being bullied. She was just 10 years old.
In just a moment, we'll look at where suicide rates are the highest. But first, an alarming statistic. 40% more American adults between the ages of 40 and 64 now die by suicide compared to just 15 years ago. Suicide rates have risen overall in the past few years, prompting health experts to question why.
If we could compact the beginning of time on Earth all the way until present time into a 24-hour period, all of human existence would have only been on Earth for a grand total of 3 seconds. You see, we feel like we have all the time in the world, but really, every second passing by is another second less you have. We come in contact with so many different people, whether it's a friend, a teacher, the girl who sits behind you in class, the guy sitting alone at lunch, or even a complete stranger. You never know when someone's time on this earth will come to an end. Research shows that globally, one suicide happens every 40 seconds. If you put that into perspective, that's 800,000 people that die by suicide worldwide. Research shows that 19 out of 20 people who attempt suicide will fail, and those people who fail are 37 times more likely to succeed the second time. I mean, everyone knows that the first step to recovery is admitting that there is a problem. But without eliminating the taboos around this issue and realizing that it exists in the world, we will get nowhere. Depression isn't just a feeling. It's a disease that will only grow if it's left untreated. I'm not gonna lie and say that there's a 10-step solution to fighting depression or any other mental illnesses, because it's not that simple. I don't have all the answers, but that's the good thing about eliminating all the taboos and stigmas around this issue, because once we truly start opening up about depression is when the healing begins. Some people are affected by suicide and some people aren't. But a big part of understanding suicide and mental illness is not necessarily knowing about it just because it personally affects you, but realizing how it affects others. There is someone in your class or job or a friend that has either dealt with it or is dealing with it currently. I want you to know that no matter where you are in life, no matter how low you have sunk, no matter how bleak your situation, this is not the end. It's not the end of your story. It's not the final chapter of your life. It's hard going through this right now, but when you hang on for just a little while longer, you will find that this tough time will pass. And then you can be committed to using this pain to build your character and finding a greater meaning for the pain. And you will find that in time and be able to help others going through the same struggles. The world right now is in the middle of a mental health crisis, and so many people suffer every day. So it's important we learn why we get down and then how we can change it. Because believe it or not, we create our own negative feelings, but we also have the power to turn those feelings into positive ones and be a positive change for others. In school, we are taught multiple things that will allow us to grow as a human being, but no one teaches us how to live in a state of happiness. No one teaches us how important our conscious and unconscious thoughts and associations are. But our happiness is more important than a job. And before you say happiness won't pay my bills, happiness will pay your bills when you realize you will be 10 times more energized, focused, and take positive action in your life. And this comes with you choosing to develop yourself as a priority. You must value yourself enough to take the time every single day to work on you, to engage in something that will assure you are a positive influence on the world. This doesn't mean life is without trying times or suddenly it's going to be perfect. The same life challenges will show back up. But when your mind is strong, when your mind is at peace, then your reaction to those challenging times will be very different. Those reactions might be, how can I make this work? Instead of, why is this happening to me? Then others will look at you with not pity, but with hope, because your strength will become their hope and their strength. And you can really be that powerful. Take those little steps to better yourself and your mind, and soon you will be at the top of the staircase. You deserve to experience how great life can be, and you owe it to the world to be that positive change for others, to inspire others who will look to you and say, he did it, she did it, and I can do it too. I challenge you to speak up and be the voice for the unheard people, Reach out to a friend and talk to them about what they're going through. We can all be the positive change that the world needs right now. And together, we can bring hope to those affected by suicide and raise awareness to save lives. Please join me this month to raise awareness on suicide and to become educated on suicide prevention, because together we can save lives.